This is the ROCKMIX 6FX professional 6-channel live and recording mixer with a USB interface, Bluetooth, EQs, 16 Dsp effects, and more. This portable mixer can be used for a variety of different applications, from Zoom calls, multi-person podcasting, Twitch game and live streaming, conference meetings, home studio recordings, for karaoke, as a live mixer for open mics and acoustic performances in coffee houses, or as a mixer to play music in a gym, a restaurant, a party hall, or a retail store. Included with the mixer is a USB cable that you can use to power the device with the included block, as well as a USB cable to connect it to your computer. The mixer itself is made from a super solid steel construction that is both durable and portable, and all the knobs are smooth moving and high quality to hold up for everyday use. On both channels 1 and 2 of the mixer, there are Xlr and 1/4-inch combo jacks. When you use an Xlr cable, it will set that channel to a microphone level signal, and when you use a 1/4-inch cable, it will set that channel to a line level signal. So for best use when using a microphone, use an Xlr cable, and for line level signal inputting and instruments, use a 1/4-inch cable. For channels 1 and 2, there is also a gain knob to set the level of the microphone or line level signal. A pad button which will lower the amount of gain on those channels if you're using a sensitive condenser mic, and you also have a high impedance switch on channel 2 if you intend to use an electric guitar, keyboard, or synthesizer, or any high gain instrument. And really cool, there is a 2-band high and low EQ on each channel. The EQ on each channel will be great to get the best out of your voice, especially if you're hosting a 2-person podcast. You can use 2 different EQs for each person to shape their voice in order to enhance the tone and make sure that the recording comes out sounding super professional. The FX button that is on channels 1 through 4 is routed to the Dsp Effects Wheel here that offers 16 different great sounding effects that can be recorded through the mixer into the DAW. These effects are great for live performances, podcast shows, and even live streams. You control the amount of the effect on each channel with this effects level knob over here. So say you have your vocal mic on channel 1 and an electric guitar on channel 2 and the DSP effect set to Hall 1. You'll hear a nice Hall reverb effect on both your voice and guitar. Channels 1 and 2 can also be tied together as a stereo channel by using the stereo button over here. When the stereo button is engaged, channels 1 and 2 act together as a stereo channel. And when pressed out in the mono position, channels 1 and 2 act independently as mono channels. When recording with a DAW, if you engage the stereo switch, your DAW will see channels 1 on the left side and channels 2 on the right side separately. This way you can have 2 individual separate tracks, say 1 vocal and 1 guitar. And then at the bottoms of channel 1 and 2, there is a volume knob which essentially controls the level of signal going from the channels to the main mix. This allows you to make sure that channels 1 and 2 are balanced in the main mix. There's also our phantom power button for channels 1 and 2 over here, which you want to make sure is turned on if you are using a condenser microphone. Channels 3 and 4 act together as a stereo channel with a high-low button that can be used for stereo sources and instruments like keyboards and synthesizers with the 1/4-inch inputs at the top. Channels 5 and 6 is another stereo channel with 1/4-inch inputs at the top, but this is also our Bluetooth channel. So if you click the Bluetooth button over here and then connect your smartphone, tablet, or computer through Bluetooth, you can control the level of music coming through the Bluetooth with the volume knob at the bottom over here. Just make sure to have this other Bluetooth button pressed in so that it will send the Bluetooth to channels 5 and 6 so you can hear it in the main mix. The PC2 button allows you to get USB playback from your computer to either the main mix, if unpressed, or to your headphones, if you press it in. Since the mixer can act as a USB interface, when you connect it to your computer with a USB cable, if you set your computer's audio output to this mixer, you can then play music from YouTube or Spotify through this mixer and control its level with this knob over here. Just remember to set it either to the main mix or phones, depending on where you want the playback to happen. Now at the top we have our main mix Xlr Outputs that you can use to send everything coming through the mixer to your studio monitors or other powered speakers for playback, listening, or monitoring. Below that we have our 1/4-inch headphone output. If you want to use 2 headphones, you can use our RHPA4 headphone amplifier. The headphone mix gets controlled by this knob over here. This knob also controls these 1/4-inch outputs, which can also be used for monitors, powered speakers, and monitoring in another room. So if you want to have the ROCKMIX 6FX in the room you are doing a podcast, but you want everything else like your speakers and your computer in a different control room, you would use these 1/4-inch outputs to go to those speakers. And all the way at the bottom, there's the main mix volume knob, which controls the master volume of everything coming through the mixer for both recording into your DAW or for listening back on speakers. But you're probably wondering what this mixer can do, so let's go to Perry, who has a demo set up for us.
What's up guys, so as you can see I have my ROCKMIX 6FX all set up here to my computer. I got my mic set up to channel 1, so I'm gonna bring up the gain and level. And now I can start recording here on my DAW.
Check 1, 2, so now you guys are hearing the audio coming through the mixer. So let's go through some of the different features here on the ROCKMIX 6FX. We have a 2-band EQ so we can manipulate the sound of our channel. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Here's the high knob, hello, more presence there. And here's the low knob, check 1, 2. If we want more bass, check 1, 2. What's also really cool is that we can use this effects button so we can start using the effects on the mixer. So if I raise the effects level knob, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, you should be able to hear some gated reverb right about now. There's a bunch of other really cool effects on here like Hall 1. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Oh, that's really cool. There's also pitch up right here. Hello, check 1, 2. Who is this? Who's this guy? And below that, there's a pitch down. Pitch down. Oh, man. All right, we also got some tremolo. Tremolo, tremolo. Nice wavy sound. We also got 2 delays, so here's delay 2. Check. Check. Really cool. So we can use all of those effects and many more to give our tracks some extra flair. So the ROCKMIX 6 is a great addition to have in your audio setup.
This mixer is extremely versatile and can be used for so many different applications. You can use it for podcasting, for Twitch game or live streaming. It's an all-in-one system to record with. You can use it for Zoom calls and conference calls or in the home studio to record vocalists, guitars, and keyboards. You can use it for karaoke or for setups in a gym, garage, restaurant, retail store, you name it. So if you're looking for a versatile, portable, and professional 6-channel mixer with a USB recording interface, Bluetooth, DSP effects, and more, look no further than the ROCKMIX 6FX from Rockville.